Here with our Reidsville head football coach, Erik Teague, following the Rams' 53-20 victory over Central Davidson in the 4A playoffs. Coach, just what are some of your initial takeaways from tonight's victory?
We knew Central Davidson was going to be a tough team. The offense they run is hard to prepare for, and they're really good at it. They got some tough runners, and teams like that can get 3, 4, 5 yards throughout the game can really eat at your defense. And so we were fortunate early in the game to steal a couple possessions. They had a turnover, and then especially the one of the big at the end of the half was a big one, just to steal another possession there, knowing that we were getting the ball. So facing a team like that with that style offense, somewhere along the way you got to steal a possession here and there, and so that was kind of what got us ahead, and then we were able to keep the offense going in the second half.
So Kendra Harrison, with his second receiving score in the second half, set the Reidsville school record for receiving touchdowns. So with a couple weeks left in his senior season, just what does that feat mean for Kendra, and just what has Kendra meant to this Reidsville Rams football program?
Yeah, he's been a really good player for the last 4 years. We've seen him since his freshman year when we lost in the state championship to East Duplin. He made a lot of plays in that playoff run, and then from his sophomore year, he had almost 1,000 yards receiving. So he's just a really big athlete, can really run and catch for his size. It's hard to prepare for. So we see a lot of different looks from week to week on what people try to do to him. But he's made a lot of plays over the last 4 years, so that's what we've seen.
So Tyson Broadway finished tonight's game with 6 passing touchdowns. He joined the team midway through the season. Just how have you seen him develop through his junior campaign?
Yeah, we really never would have guessed that a quarterback would be able to come in and really pick up the offense. We just kind of thought that would be a really kind of slow process. That's normally how it is for any quarterback learning an offense. So he's really worked hard. He picked up things really quickly, and then it didn't take long for us to kind of see what kind of player he was and the ability he has. And then he had a really, really good game tonight. Found some open receivers, gave them an opportunity to go make a play.
So you kind of alluded to this earlier, but Central Davidson runs the double wing offense. What was the week of preparation like for that offense? And did any of y'all's opponents throughout the season run anything similar?
Yeah, we knew just being in the East for playoff purposes that we were going to see something like that probably down the road. So really all season we've been kind of we just like one day a week we'll practice on that style offense, not necessarily their offense, but the wing tee, double wing, so those type of looks. So we've kind of been preparing for these different looks all season, but then this week obviously we had to focus on just that. So defense saw a lot of runs, a lot of power tosses, a lot of counters, things like that this week. So you're never really sure when you're playing a team like this if you're really prepared till you show up on Friday night, unfortunately. So luckily we were able to steal a couple possessions here and there and stop them enough for us to get ahead a couple scores.
So last question, Coach. Reidsville's now won 10 consecutive games since 2 early season losses to Northern Guilford and Reagan. Both of those teams were also alive this week in the 4th round of the playoffs. Let's talk about what went into scheduling those games and kind of what your team learned from those 2 setbacks early on to get to this point.
Yeah, so last season we were undefeated in the regular season and then lost in the second round. So the new scheduling kind of cycle, new playoff system, new classifications, all that started this year. So I really wanted to challenge my team as much as possible in our non-conference schedule. So I feel like we did that with Reagan and Northern, and then even GW Danville, Virginia was playing tonight also, and then though Eastern Guilford in there as well. They're bigger schools. All 4 of those are bigger than us. They're going to be a challenge each and every year that we have them on the schedule. And my goal was hopefully those games, those atmospheres, we would learn from those, and they would help us prepare for the playoffs. So I think maybe we're seeing that pay off a little bit.